Welcome back to our series on navigating relationships, where we focus on transforming conflict into connection. In our previous video, we discussed how to identify toxic behaviors in relationships, such as constant criticism, emotional manipulation, and controlling behavior. Today, we'll take the next step and explore practical solutions and strategies to address and overcome these toxic dynamics. In this video, we'll explore effective strategies for setting boundaries, seeking support, practicing self-care, and evaluating the health of your relationship. You will have actionable tools to foster healthier, more supportive relationships by the end. Have you ever felt controlled or unsupported in a relationship? Do you often question your worth or feel trapped by your partner's behavior? Stay with us as we uncover powerful strategies and practical solutions to help you regain control, build your self-worth, and create a healthier, more balanced relationship. Let's get started. In our previous video titled Identifying Toxic Relationships, Signs and Impacts, we discussed controlling behavior, which involves one partner dominating and regulating the other's actions and decisions. We heard from Christine, who needed to know Alex's whereabouts, restricted his friendships, and made unilateral decisions, like moving cities, without consulting him. This behavior stems from Christine's fear of being left due to past traumas. The impacts on Alex are feeling trapped and powerless, being restricted from seeing friends, continuously being monitored and the invasion of his privacy, lost self-worth and autonomy, mental health suffered due to the lack of personal freedom. Christine's perspectives are a fear of betrayal rooted in past experiences, thinking that controlling Alex would protect the relationship. Fear, not love, drives her actions and suffocates the relationship. Christine's controlling behavior eroded trust and autonomy in their relationship. Recognizing and addressing these toxic behaviors are crucial for building healthier relationships. Lack of support in a relationship occurs when one partner fails to encourage or back the other's aspirations, dreams, or personal growth. This can include belittling their efforts, dismissing their interests, or sabotaging their pursuits. Here's the summary of Mark and Lisa's story. Lisa's experience. Lisa took up painting, a hobby she had always wanted to pursue. However, Mark constantly mocked her interests and discouraged her, making her feel unsupported and alone. Impact on Lisa. Mark's comments eroded Lisa's confidence and sense of self-worth, causing her to doubt her abilities and feel trapped in the relationship. Mark also scheduled conflicting activities during Lisa's hobby time, forcing her to choose between her interests and maintaining peace in their relationship. Mark's perspective. Mark's actions were driven by his insecurities and fear that Lisa's new interests would lead her to find new social circles and possibly new romantic interests, leaving him behind. Mark's realization. Mark eventually realized that his attempts to ground Lisa were actually pushing her away, and that his lack of support was rooted in his fear of being left behind. Lisa's story highlights how a lack of support can hinder personal growth and happiness, leaving the unsupported partner feeling isolated and demoralized. Recognizing these signs and understanding their impact is the first step towards fostering a more supportive and encouraging relationship. Next, we'll examine 5 solutions for dealing with a toxic relationship, from the easiest to implement to the most challenging. 1. Setting boundaries. The easiest step in overcoming a toxic relationship is setting boundaries. Boundaries are essential for protecting your mental and emotional well-being and respecting your needs. Remember, everyone deserves to be seen, heard, and valued when in a toxic relationship. One of these things isn't happening. Working harder with the same technique only creates more of what isn't working. Challenge yourself to have difficult conversations. When they make negative comments, you might respond with,
"I've asked you before to stop making negative comments about my friends. I won't engage when you speak that way."
However, a better response is,
"When you mentioned that my friend Tanya is fat, I value accepting all people, regardless of their body types. and I'd appreciate it if you didn't make these value judgment comments about people.
This is a significant improvement for a few key reasons. 1. Starts with a clear observation. When you mentioned that my friend Tanya is fat, this ties the boundary directly to a specific behavior rather than leaving it open to interpretation. 2. Explains the underlying value. I value accepting all people, regardless of their body types. This provides context and rationale for the boundary. 3. Uses specific, non-judgmental language. Referring to the comments as value judgments is more constructive than simply labeling them as negative. 4. Requests the desired change in behavior. I'd appreciate it if you didn't make these comments. This clearly communicates the boundary in a polite, assertive way. By framing the boundary this way, the other person clearly understands the specific behavior that needs to change and its reasoning. This makes it much harder for them to dismiss or argue against the boundary. The revised example demonstrates a more effective way to set clear, meaningful boundaries. 2. Seek support. Here's why it's important. 1. Emotional backing. Having a support system can provide emotional support when you need it most. When setting boundaries, you may face resistance or backlash. And having people who believe in you and your decisions can be a significant source of comfort and motivation. 2. Objective perspectives. Friends and family members not directly involved in the toxic relationship can offer objective perspectives and insights to help you navigate the situation more effectively. They may also be able to provide alternative solutions or strategies that you hadn't considered. 3. Accountability. A support system can help you stay accountable to your goals and boundaries. When you know that others are aware of your intentions and progress, you are more likely to follow through on your commitments. Do the following. 1. Identify your support network. Make a list of dependable people, such as friends, family, or a therapist. Consider who has been supportive and with whom you feel comfortable sharing your concerns. 2. Reach out. Contact your support network and share your concerns. Be specific about what you need: emotional support, advice, or someone to talk to. 3. Be honest and open. Share your feelings and concerns honestly. This helps your support network understand your situation better and provide more effective support. Consider Jane's story. After recognizing the toxic patterns in her relationship, she reached out to her close friends and family for support. They gave her the strength and encouragement she needed to make positive changes. She realized her relationship was toxic and needed to set boundaries to protect herself. She contacted her friends and family, shared her concerns, and asked for their support. They listened, offered encouragement, and provided a safe space to vent and process her emotions. This support helped Jane gain the confidence and motivation to set and enforce her boundaries. She communicated her needs clearly and assertively, with her friends and family supporting her. 3. Self-care. Prioritizing self-care is vital for maintaining your mental health. Engaging in activities that rejuvenate you can protect your well-being and help manage the challenges of a toxic relationship. Establish a self-care routine to maintain a sense of control in your life. 1. Identify your needs. Reflect on the activities that help you feel most rejuvenated and balanced. This could be anything from reading a book to practicing meditation. 2. Schedule it. Treat your self-care activities as non-negotiable appointments in your calendar. 3. Mix it up. Incorporate various self-care activities into your routine to prevent boredom and ensure that your needs are met differently. 4. Be flexible. Be willing to adjust your routine accordingly. By prioritizing self-care and creating consistent practice, you can build the resilience and inner strength needed to navigate the challenges of a toxic relationship and set effective boundaries. 4. Professional help. Seek help from a therapist or counselor who can provide you with strategies for coping and improving your situation. Therapy offers a safe space to explore feelings and develop coping strategies. Many individuals transform their lives by addressing toxic dynamics through therapy. It's about empowering yourself and taking control of your mental health. Finally, number 5, evaluate the relationship. Evaluating whether the relationship is worth continuing is essential. Signs that it might be time to end the relationship include physical abuse, persistent disrespect of boundaries, ongoing emotional manipulation, and lack of improvement despite efforts to address issues. If your mental and emotional health is continually compromised, it might be healthier to consider ending the relationship. Some of the best advice I've heard comes from Brian Tracy. Ask yourself this question: if I had it to do over again, would I marry them again? If the answer is no, you should end the relationship. Evaluating the costs and benefits should guide the decision to end a toxic relationship. If the relationship consistently causes more harm than good and shows no sign of improvement, it may be healthiest to end it and focus on your well-being. By setting boundaries, seeking support, prioritizing self-care, seeking professional help, and evaluating the relationship, you can overcome a toxic relationship and foster a healthier, more fulfilling life. Remember the key strategies: setting boundaries, seeking support, practicing self-care, and considering professional help are vital steps in reclaiming your well-being. Evaluating the relationship's worth is crucial for mental health and happiness. You deserve relationships that uplift and support you. Thank you for joining us today. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with others. Stay tuned for our next video: Understanding Selfishness, Breaking Free from Toxic Relationships. Remember, your journey to healthier relationships starts with awareness and action. Until next time, take care of yourself and those around you. Goodbye for now.